So, okay, chat should be present. So, we have solved the problem of actually dealing the cards and getting cards to the player and to the dealer, so that they can have some cards in their respective hands. And maybe the next step is to we should display these hands also, so that we can show the user that, well, you got a 4 and a king or whatnot. So we need to display these hands to the user. And, well, after this is done, the controller should give this information to a view. So let's do it like this, maybe. Like that, maybe. C player. So, okay, now we at least have something something to implement. We could implement this, and then we could see something on the screen because we tell the view to display something. And, well, we'll probably add some more details here as we go along. My guess is that, well, the view will need to ask the card, get value, get color, and this is something that should be looped, and this is for every card in our hand. And we can take a look at this, and this is just a loop text, so this is kind of neat. So for every card in the dealer cards, we'll get the value and the color, and we will display them in some way. And the same thing for the player cards. Oops. Yeah, exactly. At least we have this problem of the hidden card, and we will discuss a little bit on how to handle this as we go along here. When we come to this show operation, we need to kind of like know what that does, and maybe we can we can display a card, so to speak, but it will be hidden. Because you can, on the table, you can see, well, there is a card there, but it's with the not with the face and the value up, but with the backside up instead. So we will be discussing that. So well, we have some form of a design here. So let's just get started. We have quite a bunch of stuff to implement. So well, the first thing is that we get a call from the program into the play game operation, and here we present the instructions, and then we should ask, okay, does he want to start a new game? So thinking a little bit about this, this kind of like also clashes with this operation here, because depending on how the view works, we can't really have different operations for every event here, because it's a console view and it will stop for each get key press character stuffy. So if we add a wants to play here, well then execution will stop and we can't press Q and quit. Then we must press Q and quit 2 times, and as we add more and more of these system events here, this will become a problem. Could work if we asked the player, do you want to start a new game? And he said no. And then, do you want to quit? Yes. Maybe that could work. But I think we need to rework this a little bit, and maybe we should have this instead. Get event. So we could get the different events here, and maybe we should just make an enumeration of events that can happen. Event could be a bad name, I don't know, it could be reserved or something like that. Let's see what's happened. The no event is always good to have. We have this start round. Could maybe add hit, stand, quit. Let's just name it start. So something like that maybe. And here we should just do character. Here instead, so we have a view, console, event, E. So I think now that we have a way to add more events in a better way. So this should of course be updated now in the design also, but we will get back to that later when we have gone through this. So in the controller we can now, if start, and in the view, should add this also, if p so something like that. Let's just see if it works. So I should be able to press P now and it should quit. Yeah. So back to the design, and it's not there, it's here. So this is not really what happens. So instead of wants to start new game, we added the get event stuff here. And well, in this case, we can say that you will get the return type of start event.start in this case, because this is the scenario that we are interested in. So we should now tell the dealer to start a new round. So back to the code. And we have a problem because we have no dealer here. What to do, what to do? Should we create a new dealer? Oh, we could do that, but then we would throw that dealer away when this operation ends, and we will have a new dealer every time we get into this play game stuff here, and we will have a new deck, and the hands of the dealer will be lost. So that's probably not a good idea. And we can see here that, well, we created a dealer in the main operation, so let's just send it in. Start game, or start new round. And what should happen? We should get the card from the deck. Okay. What should happen next? We should show the card. Next, we should deal the card and to the player. And this is a class that does not exist right now, so we need to create that one. And we have another problem. We don't have a player here. So what should we do now? Come to think about it, we don't have a player at all. We just have a dealer right now. We need to create a player to start with. Where should this happen? Should we create a player inside the dealer? Well, that seems kind of like odd. And maybe not that good. Should we create the player inside the controller maybe? Could be doable, but we don't create the dealer inside the controller, so why should we create the player inside the controller? Maybe it is just so that we need to create the player here. So let's do that, at least for now. And we send this player also to the controller. And when we start a new round, we need to supply the player also. And now we can give the card to the player. And the next step is to take a new card. Show the card and deal it to myself. So deal card. The third step is to get a card from the deck, show the card and deal it to the player. And the fourth step is to get a card and deal it to myself, but not show it. So, okay, we need to implement the get card in the deck. Should return a card. So we get the card, we remove it, and we return it. So that's about it, I think. Next thing is to think about this, showing the card. And this has to do with well, the card needs to be hidden. So this is some kind of information that we need to take responsibility for. And who should know if a card is hidden or not? Where should we put that information? Any idea? Any guess? Dealer or player is one answer. Why should you select that? Yeah, they are the ones who play against each other. You could think about it. Maybe if you study the rules, you could see that in this particular game, well, there is only one hidden card actually, and that is the card of the dealer in the first round. So We probably could add some kind of a boolean here. Is card hidden? But thinking a little bit more about it, if we think about card games in general, it's quite common to have hidden cards in lots of different card games. And we need to know if a card is hidden, a particular card, is this particular card hidden or not? Exactly the same thing as we need to know the particular face value and color of this particular card. So we have options, but the most natural place is actually to put this in the card class, because any card can be hidden at any time. So this is some information that we need to track for each and every card, and just as we need to track the color and value of each and every card, and we put that in the card class, this is probably something that we should put in the card here. So to play it safe, all cards are hidden to start with. We should implement this also. I think we should have actually the option to both hide and show a card, and I will do this by just adding a boolean here. Set it as a default value also, and I think that is also about it. But what should happen here if we call get color on a card that is hidden? That is not so good. Well, you could push the responsibility here to, well, you should first check if the card is hidden. If it is, you should not call get color and get value. But that kind of like is something that you will forget as a user of the card class. So we could throw an exception. No, you're not allowed to get the color. The card is hidden. You need to show the card first before you can get the color of the value. In my opinion, this is absolutely a solution you could do, but adding exceptions and exception handling is more for error situations and actual exceptions, so to speak, in the code. Maybe this is a perfectly valid thing to actually have a hidden card. So when we try to return the color of a hidden card, well, you get the hidden color. And when we try to return the value of the hidden card, you get the hidden value. So if something like that. What you need to look out for now is to not create cards with value hidden and color hidden. So this is a drawback of this this design. It's perfectly valid to create a card with the color hidden and the value hidden. So then you will have a fake card. And I have seen those in magic boxes, so they do exist. Anyway, I think that this is an option that we could use, and I think it will suffice well for our needs. So we have thought about this showing of cards and where should we put the information to know if a card is hidden or not. Deal card, what should happen here? We need to kind of like know what cards each player, both the player and the dealer, has in his hand. And if we actually go back to the domain model, we can see that well, the dealer has a hand of cards and the player also has a hand of cards. So this is something, and 2 cards in the hand. So well, we probably need some kind of list. For the hand, and we need to create this also. So we add it, and that is okay, and we need to add this to the player also. List card. So something like that. And I think that we should try to run this, and we will set a breakpoint there. Fortunately, in Visual Studio, we have quite a good debugging. So let's start a new round and just step over that, and we can take a look here. I don't know really how much you can see in Connect, but we have a dealer here. Maybe we can, that could not be zoomed. We have a dealer. The dealer should have 2 cards in his hand. Yay. Maybe we can take a look at them. It's a card. It's 9 of diamonds, and it's hidden. And it's 6 of diamonds, and it's hidden. And that is not good, 2 hidden cards there, so we have some kind of problem. And that is also hidden, and that is also hidden. So okay, we have some kind of bug, but we at least got cards and stuff like that. So likely we just made a mistake in the card class. Yeah, exactly. Let's run it again. Oh, I just ran it. I didn't debug, so quit. So we're here, and step over, and let's see what happened. We have a hand, 2 cards. Spades, it's not hidden. Diamonds, 9, true, it is hidden. And in the player we have a hand and 2 cards, and it's not hidden, and it's not hidden. Yay! So seems to be working on the model side of things. Let's add some kind of printout on the hands here. And that was actually then, we're kind of like display hand now. We have done all this. And time to display the hand of the dealer and the hand of the player. So let's implement that. ABU display hand. So how should the view get a hold of the hand? We need to add something to the dealer, I think. What should we add? Dealer, well, we need to have some kind of access to this, the hand, because it stores the cards in the hand. So something like that, maybe. Good, bad. And we have a good explanation here in the chat that, well, maybe this is not that good. Because what we have done here is we have something that is encapsulated, this list of cards, but we just return it. And this means that we have opened up this class. And this is not a good thing. A design should always strive to make it simpler for the ones who use the class. In this case, maybe the programmer of the controller. If you program the dealer class and I program the controller class, and you add this, and I supposed to implement this get card, start a new round stuff here, and I see this get hand, well, great, I can just get the hand, and then I can start manipulating this list. So chances are that I don't really find this operation that I'm supposed to use. Instead, I start doing something like this. And now I can do anything. I can start creating cards, and I can add them to the hand. I can re-implement this whole function, because I didn't find it, but I found get hand. So that's the option I think I should be using. So by breaking encapsulation in this way, just showing the insides of objects and classes, you open up the system and you give the users of the class too many options. And when this has happened, I've actually coded this. I will probably continue to use this construction throughout all my controllers and maybe also in my views. And other coders that see this code, oh, this is the way to do it. And then you decide to not use a list anymore inside the dealer. Oh, it should be an array, or it should be some other collection type. And you okay, I just changed this. And suddenly nothing works anymore. So think about this when you kind of like in the heat of stuff, just, well, I just returned the array. Anyone can use that now in any way. And your class kind of like becomes just a collection of functions with public data. So we should obviously not do this. We should limit the choices for the implementer of the controller class here. So this we do not want. This we do not want. But the only option really to start a new round should be to call start new round. So we need some other way of doing this, and there probably are plenty of different ways. You could take a look at the where do you have? No, not there. The list class, and see what it provides. Possibly there is some superclass that you can use or something like that. I think you can yeah, some kind of read-only collection. Enumerable, I think, is possibly the implementation to use here. Should be enumerable. So we can instead just realize that, well, what does the view have to do? Well, it has to enumerate the cards and just loop through them. And so this is the behavior that we should offer. There are probably other ways, read-only collection and stuff like that you can use, and you need to know your frameworks and things that you use here. So let's make a quick implementation of this, and I hope it will work. So display hand, and we add this to the view also. Console. Something like that, I think. You could set a breakpoint and just see that something happens, no build errors. So we have a card, and it's the Ace of Clubs, and then we have a new card, and it is the Ace of Clubs, and this does not seem to be working, or didn't it? Don't really know why it did not change it the first time around. Anyway, time is running out for us. I will take a look at it and post a working version on GitHub, and we will continue with this also on Friday. So, any questions? No? Great. See you on Friday then. Vi behöver inte.